DQ all my money. Save or kill the animals. Save the animals. Trip Code is a YouTuber that makes ThinkPad and other tech videos. You were thinking of another person. Question, do you like Weezer and Arby's? I don't eat at Arby's because it's poison. I like some Weezer. Do you comment on how much your apartment costs? Looks large for New York. It cost around $1,600 when I moved in here, and I had a roommate at the time. And now I don't have a roommate, and because it's been over 10 years, it cost about $2,000. But like, I actually met somebody at this place called Brain Food a bit back in Brooklyn, and he goes, "Oh wow, you live in the area? I thought you lived in Manhattan." It's like, yeah, you think people from YouTube make a lot more than they do. It's like, you fucking kidding me? Do you know what this would cost if it had? 4 years ago, I was walking around and I saw an open house and there was a place this size, and I walked in just out of curiosity, and it was $8,700. 4 years ago, it's my size of this apartment, $8,700. The reason this is as cheap as it is because when I moved here, there'd be bullets flying around on a regular basis at the end of the day.
Bullets?
You didn't hear that. It's much better now, girl.
You know, I had a talk with Steve.
Have you had an exposure to Army products?
He was
Opinion.
saying how this neighborhood is super dangerous. And I was like,
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not scared at all here.
I think Army makes some good stuff.
Can you move the mic?
Maybe. I have a lot of stuff to read. I'm behind by about 10 minutes. I'm going to start reading backwards.
Okay.
What do you think about the amount of people who watch you for the sake of listening to your thoughts and people who don't know anything about computers? I really think it outnumbers the people who care about everything else. I get so many comments saying, I can't believe you didn't do board repair videos. You stopped doing board repair videos. Your channel's going to go to shit because you stopped doing board repair videos. And it's just interesting because A, I haven't. It's just that I was doing one every 2 days, not one every 5 seconds. And B, it's clearly not the case because the lowest viewership of the worst rated stuff on my channel by far is actual board repair content. And I've embraced not caring about that anymore. Like, I've embraced the fact that I can't control what people show up for, and I just don't care. When I do 2 or 3 videos in a row that have nothing to do with board repair, and I get a comment section filled of, I can't believe you abandoned board repair, I don't care.
Hey, can I show you something really cool?
I'm behind 10 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Put this towards GoFundMe for Erica's new MacBook. Mark, why couldn't you use Streamlabs? Because on YouTube, I can't refund you. I would not put $10 towards a MacBook.
Why not?
What are the odds that a 2 terabyte, 2.5 inch touch Seagate that doesn't spin can be recovered? Very good if you haven't opened it yourself. Beyond fixable if you did. Steve is killing those Rosewoods. Just one after the other after the other. If it wasn't for Seagate Rosewood drives, Eugene might have just bankrupted me. Jeremy says Eugene's the kind of person who would commit suicide because they got themselves in so much trouble they won't know how to get out anymore. It's sad. It really is. Like, I would honestly be curious, like, aside from the aggravation that I have towards him because he took $33,000 of my money and provided lots of garbage, I'm genuinely curious what happened in his life to turn him from someone that did good work into a total scammer, in my opinion. Like, what happened? What happened for you to get to the point where you have lists of people trying to sue you? What happened to get you to a point where people said you did amazing work and referred you to, I'm going to lie about there being snow in the driveway for 3 months just to avoid going to work after someone's given me over $60,000 out of $120,000 to do a job? I'm really curious. And I'm sure there's some sort of thing there where I would be able to sympathize and empathize. And I really wish that the world was such that we were able to help, that people were able to help each other and get him to a point where that's not who he is. Because if the world were that type of place, then I wouldn't have gotten ripped off.
By the way, how many of you guys read about the Lerner case, the one with Eugene and the...
Seeing the eyes of Lewis, the serial killer. Step 1 to affordable college, don't go to a school for its reputation. Bingo. I have a cousin that went to a school that cost over $160,000, and my uncle at one point was asking if I had any entry-level positions available at the store. It's just, I used to feel really bad that I didn't go to college. Nope, not anymore. You focus on MacBook repair, not iPhone repair, so you don't compete with Jessa. No, I focus on MacBook repair because nobody wants to pay me for iPhone repairs. How much to fix no backlight? $90. $90! I got it! Let Jess's customer service department deal with that. Does this mean Lewis fixed Erica's MacBook? Unfortunately. Erica, please tickle Lewis. How do you feel about what Brenner said about asking company to tear wood for free, taking wood with them as their fee? You think that affects their estimation? I don't think so, and I honestly like the fact that he's looking for solutions to problems in a pragmatic way. I appreciate that about him. He's not looking to rip me off. Don't fall for that, Lewis. What's that? I don't know what that is.
What?
If you want to see that MacBook fly out the down 100 feet to the street. Cat treat, says Adam.
What?
I kill you. You don't enjoy running jumper wires? Hell no. Where were you when the 9/11 attacks happened? Mr. Brown's gym class in 7th grade at IS-24. Sony Co. says, never forget she's not your girl, it's just your turn. A MGTOW, I see. You're a MGTOW. Super MGTOW. I think Eric is more of a MGTOW than I could ever be, which is strange because of the first letter of that acronym. How does it feel to be a Dark Souls boss against Apple? I've never played Dark Souls, so I don't know. Have you talked to the person who referred you to Eugene about this whole mess? Yes. He said, oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. I guess there's one class of contractors for people that have $250,000 and the rest of us just have to pick up the scraps in a joking manner. It is what it is. I take responsibility for listening to your referral. You don't have to take any responsibility for your referral. I'll take responsibility for being stupid enough to take your referral seriously. I liked him. We got along. But even his business partner used to say that he was bad at business, and I just thought that was because they were salty at each other. But now I'm kind of starting to understand it more in context. But whatever. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. Eugene Harrington's ghost says, can I come back and fix your bathroom, Lewis? The way I see it is this. I paid $30,000 for the rights to a television show. If I see it that way, it's not that terrible. It's framing.
You have to see this.
I just created an animated store design for you, 30-second video on my channel, and was inspired by the free one you received.
It's really amazing.
Okay, 1 second.
This thing is amazing, you guys. You have to see it. Videos. Did anyone save it?
1 second. Erica. 1 second, Erica. I think those things have to be mounted above the desks, not on the desk. It takes up a lot of space that way, those slots. A little warehousey. I don't get the green with the gray either. But it's cool. I didn't know you could 3D model stuff like this.
That's amazing.
I thought that was just, yeah. I have no idea how the hell you model shit like that. That's awesome. It's awesome that you could do stuff like that. That's really cool. Thank you, Finn. That looks really cool, Finn.
I know.
Send me an email if you can. We tweaked out a little bit. We can make it something good. Can you do the Eugene impression again, please? It's not finished yet. When I finish, you can judge it. That's the best. Can you do the Eugene impression again, please? It's not finished yet. When I say it's done, you can look at it and walk through and see that the floor doesn't creak. When I say it's done, it's done. I'm gonna get to the bathroom. I'll cover the bathroom. Right after I go bankrupt again.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe burn down my house a little bit. In my opinion. Well, Lewis's opinion, technically, because I'm Eugene. I paid this guy $650 for that door. I paid him $550 to stay that night. He stayed late, but there was a noise complaint, so he had to go. I paid that guy $550. That door was $600, that door. That was industrial. You go to Bravo Pizza, you could see the job I did for them. Probably had my employee fix it after I got fired off the job because I fucked it up like I fuck up every other one. Have a bad hard drive plugged in. Wrong adapter. Chances. Have a bad hard drive plugged in, bad adapter chances. I don't understand that sentence. I'm very sorry. I am sorry. I wanted to answer that, but I don't understand the sentence. If Eugene made it any nicer, you couldn't afford it. Yeah, for fucking South Shore, Staten Island. I'm South Shore, Staten Island. From fucking Bay Street. I paid that guy $600. That's the same as I paid for the fucking check cashing fee because I can't deposit shit in the bank because I have 10 fucking years of scamming people. 10 fucking years of scamming people. I can't even get a bank account. $600. I didn't pay $600 for that door. I paid $60 for that door at Home Depot because I had to spend $600 at the fucking check cashing place to cash my check because criminals can't have a fucking bank account. Now I gotta hear this fucking guy as his girlfriend come by, walk on the floor and say it fucking creaks. It's not fucking done, Erica. When I say the fucking floor is done, you can look and walk on the floor.
Okay, it all went downhill for Eugene after I checked out the store. So I went on December 27th to the store, and I know this because this is the day he lost his bike. And we were stepping on the floor, and I'm about 110 pounds, and I noticed the floor was creaking. So I pointed out to him. I said, "Hey, you guys got to get this fixed because if it's creaking when I'm walking on it, imagine how much it's going to creak when you have 13 people walking back and forth throughout the day." That's when Eugene's house of cards, in my opinion, started crumbling.
Headphone alert. 3, 2, 1. Mic is now in Omni mode. I paid that guy $300 fucking dollars to put that door in. Do it again, woman!
Hello, welcome.
Are you getting any kind of refund? No. The way I consider it, the money I gave him is rights to the television show about the experience. Al Bundy started MGTOW. You may like Unhappily Ever After. Unhappily Ever After was a spin-off of Married with Children. It was pretty interesting. It's not finished yet. When I finish it, you can judge. When I say it's done, you can walk in there and see it. But if I haven't said it's done, it's not done. I nail things down before they're done. I screw shit in before it's done. I will take your money before it's done. But just because I took your money and nailed it down doesn't mean it's done.
Deep breaths.
That's not
deep
tickling.
breaths. Deep breaths. Release the Eugene within you.
You tickle me, I'll fucking bury you in the East River.
Hello, welcome.
Best way to learn board repair is a hobby. Best way to learn board repair as a hobby is buy stuff that's at least 10 years old, so that you buy 2 or 3 machines that are 10 years old, have a known good one, and then have a dead one, and then have a third one that's known good, but you know all the parts are good, so you can transfer from one to the other.
Hello, welcome.
So that's what you're going to do. You're going to have a known good, so you can make all your measurements. This is how this is supposed to be. This is when the signal's supposed to show up. This is what the resistance to ground is supposed to be on this part of this circuit. That you need that. Second thing you need is a dead one to work on, and the third you need is a donor parts one that also works. It's really old, so you're not going to pay much for it, because if you're working on like an A1181, then you can buy those things for $25, $30 in working condition. So for $100, you can get yourself a total starter kit, and that's what you want to do, something like that. But don't work on client devices.
Hello,
What's the best
welcome.
pizza you ever had? Pizza sucks.
Ooh.
Pizza's garbage.
I can't remember off the top of my head what the best pizza I've ever had is.
The least shitty is Artichoke Pizza on 1st Avenue and 14th Street.
Ooh, we should try it. I've never tried that.
If Eugene made it any nicer, you couldn't afford it. You fucking tickle me, woman. You fucking tickle me. I will do to your face what I did to Lewis's bank account. I will fuck you up. You fucking tickle me. Dude spent at most $5,000 on materials and barely made $1K. I worked for a guy like him 3 years ago. I quit and never got paid. Yep.
Hey, someone said Eugene came out of retirement for this job. Can you turn the volume down a little for the Streamlabs donation?
Oh yeah, I turned it up for that video and I forgot to turn it back down
Yeah,
after.
people are gonna
My
be
bad.
like, ugh.
Barbecue sauce, chicken, jalapenos, and pizza. That's where the good stuff is at.
What's everyone's favorite pizza? Let me know. If anyone's in New York, let me know what's a really good pizza.
Pizza is shit in general. It's cheese. It's cheese on top of bread. It's
Yeah.
garbage. Rubbish.
I do like Domino's. I do.
Hello, welcome.
Mercy, I'm gonna get thrown off the couch if I listen to you. What? I'm
I
not
dropped
even
this.
tickling you.
And I can't trust you while I'm
You
picking it
can't
up.
trust me.
Nope.
How
I
can
see
you?
what people
How
are
can you
writing
not?
here.
How can you not trust me? But you trusted Eugene so openly, huh?
That's a low blow, woman. You know why?
Why?
You know why I can trust Eugene more than I can trust you?
Why?
He doesn't use Apple products.
Oh, jeez.
What's the make and model of that mic stand? I have no idea, honestly. I think someone gave me this thing for free.
Well, someone wants to know what mouse you have. It's an MP150 or something like that, right?
M570 trackball. Eugene made $3K in 3 weeks. Criminal mastermind. Kind of. The door was $40. The labor was $60. $500 to bribe the noise complainer. Lewis needs to be tickled by surprise.
I'm gonna get thrown off the couch, you guys. You're gonna hear us.
Do you ever
thud.
regret revolving your business in YouTube since your information is so public, or the positives outweighing the negatives? I think I could have done every single video I did without revealing my name or my face.
Eugene
And
Krabs. I remember that.
I think I could have done everything I did now without revealing my name or my face. I think it's possible.
No.
For a hobby, thank you. Next, what equipment do I need? I don't have so much as a Radio Shack iron, let alone a quick or a hot air station or microscope. Get yourself a used quick hot air station, whatever you can get your hands on, as long as it can blow more than 25 liters a minute. Get yourself a good... Get yourself a TS100 soldering iron, a fan in the window to exhaust the solder and get to work, really. Have you ever been to Arthur Avenue in the Bronx? Not in a long time. Author or Arthur? Huh. Okay, time to read through more stuff. What are your thoughts on Hackintoshes? I made one because there was certain software I needed to run that only worked on a Mac that used the CPU intensely, and I did not want to spend $6,000 when I could spend $1,300 and get the same amount of CPU. I didn't need a GPU, I didn't need a lot of storage, I didn't need any other fancy stuff, just needed a fast CPU. And there was a lot of shit that made it a pain in the ass. Like SATA not being hot swappable half of the time, but the other half of the time it was. And like if I really needed a Mac and I was a Mac user, I would just buy a Mac. I've been getting into tech and electronics thanks to your channel. We're still short on money for tools to practice. Any advice? Get used stuff. What you need to do is get used stuff, or figure out how to, like, there's a saying in the music industry: beg, borrow, or steal. Don't steal, but beg and borrow. You know, see if you can get access to someone else's tools. What are other people throwing away? I've realized high school is a waste of time. It sure is. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I have things I am doing now. I have worked tech part-time over 2 years. What can I do to buy running time? Quitting school. What can I do to buy running time? Okay, I don't know what buy running time means. Quitting school has social stigma also from parents. What you want to do is I put the minimum effort into high school as imaginable and put the rest of the effort into learning things I cared to learn about so that my brain wouldn't rot. Because my brain would rot if I put a lot of effort into high school. Memorizing useless trivia and other rubbish. Not quite sure. There. Alright, so this thing's dinging like crazy, so that means I'm missing a bunch of stuff. So let's catch up here. Theo says, hard drive stopped working after plugging in the wrong AC adapter. Haven't tried to fix because the data is precious for trust with any old tech. I mean, send it in. It's in good hands with Steve. What I can tell you, honestly, there's a queue, but there are places that didn't want to touch my drive for less than $4,000, and Steve got my data back. And I'm happy with that because I'm a cheapskate. And, you know, for a client, he would have done that job in the 600 to 900 area. But I'm happy because I would have paid $4,000 to $6,000 somewhere else before we actually started doing it. I'm happy that I left it, and he was able to get the data off like a pro. I waited for it. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a paying customer, you're not going to wait as long as I was. I was waiting 14 months for this shit. You're probably going to be waiting max 3 months, but still, you'll save some money. The fact that the guy's name was Eugene should have tipped you off. Do you know who else was named Eugene? The cheap bastard from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Eugene Krabs.
I never watched SpongeBob. I never watched SpongeBob. Just go to Little Italy and pay someone. No, that's nonsense. Do a Joe Pesci impression. I honestly don't have it. Marseille says behind the earlobe. No. What's the make and model of that mic stand? I don't know because I think I either got this from the garbage or someone gave it to me. What's the best pizza? Ugh. Listen to the bell, Eugene. It tolls for thee. Karma. Lewis please hire an exorcist. Eugene has possessed you. I assume that means people like my impression. The door. Alright. None of this tickling rubbish. Tone says great Joe Pesci impression. Thank you. If Eugene made it any nicer, you couldn't afford it. Indeed. Have a bad drive. Plugged in wrong adapter. Okay, now I get it. I thought I was being a dumbass. Yeah, so fairly good, honestly. You most likely destroyed the PCB or maybe something I don't think you destroyed the platter or any of the data that's in the platter. There's a good chance of getting your stuff. Sell scrap wood from the new store with F Eugene. Honestly, that is tempting. Rent is real cheap in the South Bronx, says AD. Is it? Is anything cheap in New York anymore? I think in the next 10 years we're going to see where East New York and Brownsville become unaffordable. Because the last places left, like in the beginning, it was Bushwick, then Bushwick was not affordable, then Bed-Stuy, now Bed-Stuy is becoming not affordable, and like East New York and Brownsville. I think in the next 10 years, East New York and Brownsville are actually not going to be affordable anymore. Either that, or the opposite occurs, and everybody just flows out of New York City entirely because they're sick of this shit, and everything in New York comes affordable because nobody wants to live here.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Eventually. What do you think of the amount of people who watch you just for the sake of listening? Okay, I think I read that. I have caught up. Erica, please tickle Lewis. This person who can't spell your name right wants terrible things to happen to you.
I don't want to get pushed off the couch, you guys.
When do we get an apartment reveal?
You guys already have seen the apartment.
Seen it. It's nothing special.
Look at the cat videos on the Random Live channel. You can see.
You both look like you have cat hats. Clinton? Clinton. Oh, he's quiet now. My dad got me a 2019 MacBook Pro for my birthday. What things should I do to make it last as long as possible and avoid all the common flaws? Well, one of the things you could do to make it last long and avoid the common flaws, no liquid, no dropping it. Don't use it. Don't turn it on. Sell it. No, seriously, they don't those don't have the flex gate issue. They don't have the bad SSDs that the older ones have. They don't have. You have the butterfly keyboard, so one thing you could do is not type on it. I would suggest using an external keyboard. I made a funny video featuring your adventures with Eugene.
Yeah, no,
Link in
it's
the
only a
comments and
minute
emailing it
long.
to
Do you want to see it?
I actually do. Yeah, where do I find
Okay,
this?
look at the channel.
Oh, his channel.
Scott,
Abbott.
Scott. That one. You guys want to see the video? We'll show it to you guys.
Oh, hopefully this is...
I did a quick preview of it. Videos.
One sec. Where's that?
That one.
Alright.
Hello, welcome.
Okay, you guys get to see it.
Hello, welcome.
You guys started with plywood.
Sure thing, Brian. One moment.
Hello, welcome.
You guys started with plywood, as you know, obviously, and then transitioned to OSP. Usually I do all OSP, but OSP.
Oh crap! Oh man.
There it goes.
Hello, welcome.
I'm gonna have to fire you, Eugene. You're interrupting me again.
Just hang up and just fire.
Don't interrupt me, because you're gonna try to do it again, because I'm not interrupting. That's the definition of a cook. Look at this.
Doing whatever he's been doing long. No creaking. Gaslighting scumbag. No, you're a gaslighter. You're gaslighting, you interrupt, you scam, you lie, you cheat, you bullshit. And you're never doing it again!
Okay, don't shout at me.
Next.
You fail.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not it's actually real life. This is the definition of cut corner.
That was fun. That was thoroughly enjoyable.
Hey look, Eugene is in the chat.
That was thoroughly enjoyable. I'd like to talk to you again about not drinking. Email lewis@rossmangroup.com. But there's just a long line there, I'm afraid. When is the last time you got mugged? There was an attempted mugging in 2010. I got owned by a glass bottle right over there. You could see, I don't know if you could see it on camera, but there's a little scar over there from me failing to block properly. Lesson learned. I still had all my... I walked away with all my stuff, and I didn't walk away on the floor. I walked away bleeding, but I didn't walk away on the floor. I actually wound up walking over to the Duane Reade that is on Nostrand and Myrtle Avenue, and on... Yeah, I walked away to the place on Nostrand and Myrtle Avenue, and I walked into this Duane Reade, and I was bleeding like crazy, and I said, do you guys happen to have a Band-Aid? I just want to buy a Band-Aid. And there's like blood dripping all over the Duane Reade, and the lady's like, oh my God. I'm like, no, I don't need a place. I just want a Band-Aid. And the lady actually wound up cleaning me up, iodine, all sorts of stuff. It gave me this nice, really nice bandage, wrapped it and everything. But yeah, so like, I mean, I don't think anybody really won that. I got to keep my stuff. The person that had the broken bottle when we were in the middle of the fight was on the floor, but the person that was on the floor was not cut. I was still standing, but I was bleeding out the side of my arm. That sucked. And then there was one person, I remember I was almost falling asleep. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and I looked at my phone, and I was like standing there like this. And then somebody on a bike grabbed a headphone wire. They were on a bike, not even my phone or my headphones. They just grabbed the wire. They had their arm out like this and just grabbed it and just went away. Like, there wasn't even a fight. There wasn't a me wait. By the time I woke up, the shit was gone. But that was that.
Myrtle Avenue used to be called Murder Avenue.
By running time, I meant I'll need to go living fully independent because of the stigma. I still have lots to learn. Would rather make mistakes while doing so is easy. Huh. Go to sleep, Lewis. Tomorrow is Monday, work day. Yes. I'm kind of hungry. I gotta get some food and go to sleep. What are your thoughts on... answered that one. Is it really Eugene? There can only be one Eugene. Does anyone need a contract when we do wood flooring? Oh, this meme is never gonna die.
Don't get Eugened, you guys.
Don't get Eugened.
Whenever you have a important financial decision to make, do your homework. Don't be Eugened.
Sell the OSB back to Eugene for his next scam, someone said. Axe throwing, but with MacBook shell and hollow door.
Do you want some ravioli?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric. Garlicky?
Huh?
Garlicky?
Depends how I feel.
I tickle you.
What? No.
With no garlic, then I tickle. I take out my tickle monster. School isn't useless. It teaches you work ethic and how to learn. Now, in my case, it taught kids that reading sucked and that they hated learning. I'm never going to forget in the back of one of my class, as in 11th grade, this one kid said, I can't wait to get out of school so I don't have to learn things, so I'm just done learning. And it just made the teacher sick because he was one of the good ones, but it made me kind of sick too because I'm thinking of it. And you had everybody in the class agreeing with you that you don't want to learn. Great job, school system. You got a bunch of kids to think that learning sucks, that they actually don't want to learn because it's associated with the misery of memorizing useless trivia and writing it down. Just fucking useless. It's not a representation of the real world. How often in the real world are you going to be in a room with 30 people that are the same age as you, that are all forced to listen and take orders from and memorize a bunch of information that one individual gives you who's 20 to 30 years your senior, who has the ability to tell you whether or not you're allowed to go to the bathroom?
How much do you actually remember from grade school and high school?
I remember a lot of the fucking crap that they wasted our time on.
I feel like all I really need to know is how to read, write, math. That's it. Add and subtract, multiply and divide, or use a calculator.
We spent more time on the Navajo, Hopi, and Apache Indians and just memorizing the names of them than I think I've spent discussing the one-wire circuit.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about history. The thing
They
about,
make it boring.
you know,
You memorize.
They have you memorize certain dates and specific figures, and I'm not gonna remember that. You know. And
Yeah, you don't actually really learn the... Here's what occurred that led up to this. Here were the tensions at the time, and here's how they erupted culturally that caused this conflict to occur. Because trying to get students to explain that, that's not something you can grade on a Scantron. What you can grade on a Scantron is, like, what year was the War of 1812 fought? What was the name of this...
1812.
What was the name of this general? What country was involved in this conflict? It's like... It actually gets people to find things miserable that they shouldn't. Anyway, it's been about almost 2 hours, so it's about time for me to get out of here, get on with the rest of my day, my life. I think I've given out my email about 10 times, and it looks like my unread email list has jumped up to over 900. So I'm going to get back to answering these before people start to get pissed off, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much, and see you later.
This is Debbie. May I help you?
Hello, Debbie. This is Roy from the city of Santa Fe.
Uh-huh.
And I'm calling about the Adopt a Median that you guys are in charge of.
Right.
And you're familiar with that then?
Yes, I know
Okay.
about it, yeah.
All right, yeah. We installed a beautiful decorative fountain in your median.
Okay.
And the people we contracted to hook that up, they accidentally hooked it up to the sewer lines instead of the water lines.
Okay.
So there's kind of a problem. It's spraying sewage.
And,
And you need to go fix it.
well, who's the one that authorized it to be installed?
It's some guy in the Department of Water.
Wasn't us.
Yeah, but I mean, it's your median, so you need to go clean up all the sewage from the median.
Okay. And your name again is?
My name's Roy. Roy
And
Gerbel.
you're with... I'm sorry, and you're with who?
I'm with the city of Santa Fe.
Okay. And a phone number?
505-6025.
And did anybody contact this guy to go fix it, right? Or do we have to do that also?
Yeah, we've already allocated all.
Our Dark Crystal sequel is doomed!
Well, it's been in development hell for years. Now theaters don't even want it.
We need a brand new take. Something that really tricks kids into thinking they want to see a movie about puppets.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Lil Jen, aka MC Gelfling. I'm about to take you on a little journey. Raise up your glasses, y'all, and get ready for the story of the Dark Crystal. Once upon a time, in the distant land of Thor, there was a huge-ass supersized bottle of Crystal. Living under three suns, all the people having fun. They were clinking and drinking Crystal for everyone. But then there was a dropout. Oh, snap, hit the deck. It was the Skeksis and the Lexus with a tank. Bottle got right. They split two different races to two different places. The Skeksis headed west with their creepy dead bird faces. The Uru waited on the East Coast for all their help to come. They're all a bunch of mystics who like to sit around and oh yeah, that sound good right there. In step the prophecy, it's no stopping me. Gelfling's gonna help things. Pretty soon we'll be popping C-R-I-S to the T-A-L. Full throttle, fix the bottle and break that spell. Whole world is ugly, no one sipping on bubbly. Wanna get busy without the fizzy, the ladies won't love me. I gotta see the land of thrall. I hear a far and distant call. Gonna rip me some Skeksis and go get that crystal. I went to Agra and got that cracked up shard of crystal. Then I met Kira and Fizzigig, he was a little fuzzy ball. Jumped on the land strider, rode to the castle, faced off with the Skeksis. Man, those dudes are crazy assholes. I put the crack shard of the bottle back into the right spot. Now the East and West Coast got back together and this joint is yeah, this party's a blast. Crystal's flowing fast. I'm thinking I wanna get up in Kara's ass. We're all having a ball. There won't be no last call. West and East, squash the beef. They're all drinking Crystal. But the people still coming, and the music's still humming. They go. Yeah. That's the end of the Dark Crystal. Hoes.
Well, we failed you, Jim.
all the funds we can for this. So you're going to have to get some sort of a plumber and get them to hook it up to the correct pipes.
Okay, so we have to clean the mess that you guys hired this idiot, and we have to pay for it to clean up the mess.
Correct. I mean, you're in charge of the medium.
That is really wrong.
Well,
yeah, but we didn't have it installed or have an idiot that had no clue what they were doing.
Well, you shouldn't call him an idiot. I mean,
So
I
it's
work
going
with
to
this guy.
cost us a fortune.
Okay, so if just some person in,
Who is the person that installed it?
let's say it's just some random.
So we can call them and
oh
have
my God,
them
can I
to
talk?
fix it
You-
right
you
at
keep
their
interrupting
cost.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, what if someone just throws some trash in the median? Someone like drives by.
Well,
and
then
throw-
we'd clean it. But if we, I
Well,
mean,
there you
if
go.
this
Why would-
person
why-
is the one that messed it up and did it wrong, he should go and fix it and clean it.
Well, would you say that to the resident? Would you say, "Hey, you threw the trash here. We're going to track you down and make you come and pick it up"?
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't. If someone threw like a Pepsi cup or something, you're gonna track them down and make
Yeah,
them
but
clean
this
it up.
is, you're talking about raw sewage. You know, it's not a piece of paper or something.
Same thing, really. It's your job to clean it up.
Oh my God. Well, we'll go get somebody out there.
Okay, I think you should do it. You personally. For
That is crazy.
for having such a shitty attitude. You should.
No, we don't have a shitty attitude, but
You
we
do.
had nothing to do with this being installed,
You're yelling at me.
and the person does it wrong. That's just wrong.
Well, we didn't do it on purpose. It's just an accident. So you need to go clean it up.
Alrighty.
And I think you should do it. I think it should be you. Right after work, I think you should go out
You
there.
should go and do it.
I don't do that kind of work. That's your kind of job.
You know what? You are a jerk.
At least I do my job.
Well, so do I.
You need to learn to do your job.
Well, I am doing my job. How do you figure it's right that because sewage leaks from something that you guys had done, and we have to clean it?
Because that's, you guys signed up to, you adopted the median, so it's yours now.
Okay, we'll get somebody out there.
If you adopted a kid, would you stop taking care of it just because it's a little messy?
No, but
You're a shitty parent,
mean,
is what you are.
we had nothing to do with that.
You're a shitty parent.
You know what? You're a total jerk.
Don't use that kind of language with me.
Well, you know what? You're telling me the same thing, so what's the difference?
I didn't say anything like that. I said a completely different thing.
Well, you're telling me I'm a shitty parent and that I'm the one that should go clean it? Because I have an attitude. You have an attitude also.
Well, does that give you the right to have an attitude just because I do?
I'm just saying that I feel that it's wrong because somebody went and did it all wrong.
Okay, well, they didn't do it on purpose. I guess you've never made a mistake in your entire life, have you?
Well, I would go fix it if I did.
Okay, well, we ran out of money for that, so he's not going to do it.
Well, we'll get somebody to pay somebody to go get it done.
Okay. Well, you need to hurry the fuck up, because it's still spraying out there. They didn't even turn it off.
God. Alrighty.
What time is...
I don't know. I have to contact the guy that does the work for us.
What's his name?
I don't have the number. One of the bosses does, and I have to call him and notify him about it.
Okay, all right. Because, you know, we don't want to file a lawsuit against you guys for not taking care of your median.
I will call him right now.
Okay, hurry up. Do it faster.
What? Who the fuck are you?
Meow?
Who the fuck are you?
Meow?
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Roy's your bell.
I don't understand. Who the fuck are you?
Meow?
Who the fuck are you?
Meow?
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Roy's your bell.
You're a fucking asshole.
What?
What are you talking about? You're a fucking asshole. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Meow?
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Roy's your bell. Dr. Roy's your bell. Dr. Roy.
You're listening to the Snowplow Show. This is episode 607. Today is January 11th, 2020, and this episode is brought to you by high school graduate Rev FOD 87, Todd L, and Boo Lighter. You can thank those people for making me do shows on Saturdays and just doing way too many shows in general by supporting me on Patreon. Also, thank you to the new people who've signed up like Badger Teeth, Brandon S, Joel K, Ethan H, Wrangles Angle, Dial Trolls, Greg T, Chase S, someone named T, Brandon M, Password Not 1234, Kin Cow, Janelle A. It's been a while since I've read all these. It's kind of a long list. I apologize. But also Natasha N, Jonathan H, Glorious Bees, Suzanne F, Shrinkman, Dan U, Brady R, James H, and Mike W. You've all signed up on the Patreon recently, and I appreciate that. Thanks. I have pretty much no announcements today, so let's just do some calls.
This is Allison.
Hey, Allison, this is Greg from True Green.
Yes.
I was calling to let you know that we accidentally sprayed your lawn. You know, like we were supposed to do another address on your street there on, and we accidentally did your address instead.
Is the guy that's been calling everybody from next door?
No.
Please stop.
What are you talking about? Oh, shit. I've been found out. They've been warning people. Crap. I think I'm going to have to throw the rest of this list away, Roland. I still have like half of it left, too.
Hello?
Hi, Autumn? Hey there, it's Steve Dave from True Green. You know, the yard treatment company. We accidentally sprayed your lawn this week. We were supposed to do a neighbor's lawn. We did yours instead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your lawn. We accidentally sprayed your lawn.
And we don't have a lawn.
Well, you kind of have a lawn. Like, you have all that weird, like, bushy green stuff out there.
Okay.
But we sprayed that, whatever that stuff is.
Okay.
We were supposed to do a
Bring
name
it with what?
with industrial strength plant killer.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, just wanted to apologize for that.
You what?
Just wanted to apologize for doing that.
So they sprayed industrial plant killer on our lawn.
Who is it?
Somebody from True Green.
True Green doesn't service our lawn.
I know he did it by mistake is what he said.
Yeah, why don't you
Sorry.
tell that guy to just stop being so fucking nosy, ma'am? And stop acting like such a know-it-all. I was just calling...
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
I just called to apologize. All right, I'm off to a rocky start, but I'm trying, okay? It's early in the morning. I'm still waking up. I need a few more of these to, you know, get in the groove of the whole thing. That's all. I'm not going to fuck all of them up.
Hello?
Hello, Brian?
Yes.
Hey, this is Steve Dave. I'm with True Green.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Pretty good. We accidentally sprayed your lawn this week. We were supposed to do a neighbor's of yours, but we accidentally did yours instead.
Okay, what's going to be on there?
Well, it's gonna change the shade of the lawn for the remainder of the year. It's gonna be more of a reddish pinkish color.
Really?
Yeah. But it's I'm really sorry about that.
Okay, so what's your game plan to fix it?
Well, it'll just kind of wear off after maybe a year or a year and a half.
Yeah, but what are y'all going to do to fix it? We didn't want a red lawn.
Yeah, but, you know, it'll look cool. It's like a lot of people are doing this now.
Oh, I know who this is.
Who?
Oh, you're the guy who called about the wattage the other day, right?
Oh, did I call you already? Oh man, I'm like so unorganized with this list. I'm so sorry.
No worries. So what are you doing? You just try to see if you can get people pissed?
Pretty much, yeah.
How's it going?
Not too bad, you know, hanging in there. Just you know, being productive on my Saturday.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Calling up all my neighbors.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you.
So are you actually like in the neighborhood or like?
Oh yeah.
How do you?
Yeah, I live over here in the Blue House on 9th Street.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, at some point, obviously you know which one we're in, so feel free to stop by. We'd love to get a download on how everything's coming. My wife and I like literally lost our car. Like we thought it was hilarious, the wattage thing. So.
Oh, that's great. I'm happy to hear it. I'm glad I'm spreading some holiday cheer to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't get too riled up before they find out. So.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm going for. I'm a sociopath, so it's fine.
Cool. Well, good luck, man.
Right.
And have a great rest of your Saturday.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right, later.
As soon as he said the wattage thing, I looked at his lights on his house, because I'm looking at these on Street View, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember those porch lights. I've talked to this guy before, but yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should just move on to a different list. And holy shit, Roland, you need to check your Nextdoor app immediately and get some screenshots. And this is kind of in the sort of same area as Roland gave me before. I don't know if this is still his neighborhood or if he even has access to this neighborhood on his Nextdoor app. But I'll try a couple more before I give up.
Hello.
Hello. I was calling for Julia. This is Greg from True Green.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hi, this is Julia.
Hey, Julia. I'm calling from True Green. I have some bad news.
Calling from where?
True Green. You know the lawn care company?
Oh, no.
And I'm really sorry, but I sprayed your lawn by accident this week.
I'm sorry, which property? What's the address?
703 Street.
Okay.
It's going to genetically modify your grass, so it's going to be fuller and richer now. But it's also going to be kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's the grass is going to have thorns on it now.
What?
The grass, it genetically modifies the grass to make it fuller and thicker.
Yeah, this isn't real, is it?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't it be real? It was just an accident. We were supposed to do the neighbors.
Yeah, what neighbors were you supposed to do? What's the address?
The Millers. They're way down the street.
All right, well, we rent, and we no longer rent from that location.
Okay.
So not really that worried about it because we don't live there anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. I'm not worried about it either then. Maybe I won't even tell the new people.
You should probably tell the people who own the land.
Well, I don't know how to get a hold of them. I just looked in the white pages and there you were. So whatever. I did my best.
So can you give me your contact information and I'll pass it on to the property manager. So
Well,
that they can contact
just
you
tell the
about
property
this.
manager that the grass is going to change. I don't really
Well,
want
I
them
need your
calling me.
contact information.
I don't want them calling me and yelling at me. It's not like it was a nice lawn to begin with.
Right. I know it wasn't a nice lawn, so I'm laughing because there was no grass.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of grass, but this is going to make the grass all spread out.
Okay, so it's called True Green, and what was your name again?
Steve?
Steve.
Correct.
Steve, what are you doing? Just playing jokes on people? Get a fucking life, man.
What are you talking about? I don't play jokes, ma'am. I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian.
I do lawns and stuff.
You do lawns and stuff. How interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell that lady in the background to shut the fuck up.
Oh, wow. Steve from True Green.
How'd you get this number?
Steve.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell me how you got this number?
No. But
You told me that you looked it up through the white pages.
Yeah, it's in the white pages. That's why I wasn't going to tell you, because I already told you.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
No, I got to go.
How do you have time for this? I don't get it.
The time for what? I'm trying to make up for a stupid mistake I made on your former lawn.
Tell him, Bert. Tell him.
Yeah, you tell that kid to shut the oh, man. All right, I am abandoning this list for now. I guess I can hold on to it and maybe try them back in a few months after they've all forgotten about me. So thank you again, Roland, for this one. I'll come back to it some other day. I've got some other stuff here that I think could be fun for today. Like this one. Here's one from Alexander. He says, these hobos keep leaving ads on my windshield every day. Call them as Royco Lawn Services and tell them to quit stealing your business. And it's a thing for a lawn services company, maintenance and landscaping services provided, mowing, weed removal, sprinkler and drip maintenance, full landscape maintenance, residential and commercial, honest and professional. I'm supposed to call Hector.
It's Hector.
Hey, Hector. This is Roy. You left a pamphlet advertisement on my car?